Welcome back to my channel. I go by the name Chosen Spiritual. And this is Healing in the Spirit 101. And this is prayer activation, right? So we all desire to have prayers to be activated in our life. And the only way that that can happen is through relationship. God does do miracles. But if you really want him to move, you have to have that personal bond with him. And so I'm going to just go through some things. And this is just, spiritual warfare prayers, prayers that can actually move in your life and take you to the next level, right? And that's what we're here for. That's what we desire to have, right? So I'm gonna go through three different things. I'm gonna go through the relationship, the prayer, and then the fasting part of it, right? So I just need you guys to follow along with me. So the very first thing is key, is relationship. Like you have to have that bond. You have to have that personal rapport with them, right? Relationship, child and father relationship, right? So you want to acknowledge Heavenly Father in everything that you do, in every aspect of your life, because he can see things that we can't see. He's always looking at things from a spiritual eye. And sometimes we get caught up looking at things from our physical eye, which can lead us in a never-ending cycle. So the Heavenly Father is there to move things out of our way so we can be abundant through him, through the Spirit. So the relationship, you want to invite him in everything that you do. In the mornings when you wake up, tell the Most High, hey, good morning, how you doing? How's your morning going? What do you have going on for today? What's going on in the heavens? Like you want to talk to him and speak to him. You want that relationship and that rapport throughout the day when you at work. Speak with him. Hey, how's your day going, Heavenly Father? Is there anything you need me to do? Do you need me to say anything to somebody? Like you have to build that bond with him. And you have to stay close to him at all times. Right? So it's just the relationship is the key. Invite him in, right? So if you got like a barbecue going on this weekend, bring the Most High with you, right? Most High, we got a barbecue going on this weekend, a cookout. We're going to bring you with us. You know what I'm saying? Like you coming along with us and speak to him. You have to treat him like he's part of your family. Open the door, let him in. Let him in your heart. And by you doing that, he's making a covenant with you, right? And not only you, but your children's, your kids, your children's children, so he make a covenant and he has a seal and protection over your life. But you have to invite him in, right? He needs that bond. The Most High has children down here on earth, and a lot of us don't want anything to do with them. We kind of neglect them, and he feels some type of way when we do that. And then when we go through some, we try to call upon him, and we want him to answer. He's not going to work like that, right? So you have to have him inside your circle at all times, right? Whatever you're going through, or whatever you need, if you need something done, but always have him in your heart and always talk to him. When you build that rapport with him and relationship, the prayers are going to move, because now he's looking at you like, okay, he's consistent. I know him. It's just, he looks at you totally different, right? He's a part of your family. So that's how you want to treat him. Don't be afraid to tell him anything what you're going through. Just talk to him. Just spend time with him. Like it's so easy to do. And I know that we get caught up in life. We get caught up in different things, but keep him close. Always keep them close. And hey, Heavenly Father, what do you think about this? I got this going on next month. What do you think? Include them in your conversation, right? And that's key. That's the very most important thing, is to have that relationship and that bond. You know, he's a God of law and order, so he wants things done a certain way. And you have to respect that. Like I said, he sees things that we don't see. So acknowledge him. Right? Heavenly Father, I got this going on. What do you think about this? What do you think about this move? Should I do this? And wait. Be patient and wait until he reply. You know, he will, he respond and communicate in different ways. You know, sometimes it's, he may speak directly through you in the spirit. He may show you a vision. Somebody else may give you a message that resonate with what you have going on. Like, these are things that he's communicating, but he's doing it in different ways. But once you have that bond and that rapport with him, the communication that you will know that, okay, he's revealing this to me in this type of way. Because you know each other. You know him and he knows you, right? So that's the most important thing right there. I don't care what you're going through. It's that relationship is key. That's the very first thing. And then we're going to move to prayer. Number 2 is prayer, right? We want, and it all depends on what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have, if you're going through spiritual warfare, you want to have warrior prayers. You know, I went through, I'm still going through it. But the 5 years that I was going through spiritual warfare, I had to become a prayer warrior. Like, I had to become a fighter in the spirit, to the point where I'm shaking things up in the spiritual realm, right? These witches and warlocks is out here to destroy you. You know, they trying to make sure that you don't live a prosperous life. They're trying to make sure that your kids don't live, a decent life. They trying to destroy you, and they're coming head on. So you have to meet them aggressive. The Most High says, he give us authority to trample over these serpents and these demons. He give us authority, aggression, right? So when you speak in these prayers, you want to make sure it's shaking up the spiritual realm, right? And so I'm going to go through, and these is the prayers that, when I was going through spiritual warfare, I would go through Psalms. And David went through a lot of this, you know Psalms. You can read in through Psalms, and this is the King James version. But if you go through Psalms and if you go through the prayers, you could tell David was going through a lot, because the things that he was saying in here, it was bold and it was aggression. The same things that you're dealing with when you're dealing with these witches and these warlocks. When they send these demons out, you want to be able to destroy that demon right then and there with the word, right? We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and wickedness in high places. Demons, right? Trying to destroy your life in the spiritual realm. If they can control you in the spirit, then they're going to try to control how your physical life turns out, right? And we're not here to suffer. We want to live an abundant life through Christ, right? So I'm going to go through a few prayers. And this is in Psalms. This is David. And this is, let's go to Psalms 35, right? And just follow me. Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. So when you speak in that, you incorporating this in your prayer. So you saying it with authority. Remember, you in a battle. You're fighting for your life, right? And I'm going to drop down. And this is 1:7. And I'm still in Psalms 35. For without cause, they have hid for me their net in a pit. Without cause, they have digged for my soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he have hid catch himself. Until that very destruction, let him fall. You saying this with authority, right? You're fighting. You're in the battlefield. So we're going to keep going. This is, I'm going to go to Psalms 41. Warrior prayers, right? And this is 1-5, or 1:5. My enemies speak evil of me. When shall he die and his name perish? Remember, we're fighting the spirit. Spirits has taken over your enemies, right? Demonic spirits. Your job is to destroy that demonic spirit that's within inside that individual, right? So we're going to go to Psalms 59, right? These are warrior prayers. So you incorporate everything that I'm saying inside your prayer, right? The goal is you want the Most High to move, right? He's going to hearken to you. He has angels. So when you're calling out with authority, your job is to shake up that spiritual realm, right? And this is 59. Deliver me from my enemies, O my God. Defend me from them that rise up against me. I cast them down to the pits of hell. That witch, that warlock, you casting them down, right? You wanted authority. You shaking up the spiritual realm. So we're going to keep going. And we're still in Psalms, right? 64. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So your tongue is a sword, chopping down that demon with the word. Incorporate this in your prayer. You know, and I had to do it 3 times a day. I had to work overtime. You know what I'm saying? So, and we still in Psalms, right? And this is, let's go to Psalms 140. And so you also want to incorporate fasting when you're doing this type of prayer. This is warrior prayer. So I'm going to read this and then I'm going to get back to what I was saying. Okay, this is 140. This is Psalms, right? Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. Remember, the witches and the warlocks have to have a team, right? Because they're weak. So they're going to send demons after demons, but your word is more powerful than those demons. You chopping them down in the spiritual realm. You casting down that witch, you casting down that warlock. Authority, right? You shaking up the spiritual realm. So you want to incorporate fasting in this, right? So when you're doing these type of warrior prayers, a 4-day dry fast, right? So anytime that you fast, your spirit rises up into the spirit, right? So you're neglecting your flesh and your spirit is going to rise now, right? Because you didn't fast. So you're subjecting your flesh, your spirit is going to rise. So your prayers is going to be more potent, right? And see, that's what the adversary don't want. He don't want you to fast, right? Because if you fast, you wiping out everything in the spiritual realm, right? Because you're coming out the flesh. So 4-day dry fast, right? And sometimes you have to start off slow, right? Go from, like an 8-hour fast, if you can do that. Start from 5, 8, 16. You have to gradually start increasing, right? Water fast. You can fruits and vegetables. Work your way into the dry fast. The dry fast is key because that's where it's going to really deliver you from pretty much everything, right? Personal relationship, prayer, and the dry fast is going to eliminate those witches and those warlocks, right? I know dry fast, I know it's to the extreme, but try to work your way into it. Whether it's a water fast, go into a fruit and vegetable fast, and then slowly, gradually go into the dry fast. And you want 3 to 4 days, right? So you want to do it continually. right? So if you can do it once a month, sometimes twice, depending on how severe your warfare is, right? Because if the devils and the witches, if they get to increasing, because they're going to start to get other people involved, right? They're going to look for suitors, look for other witches, other warlocks overseas. They're going to, send them money to do work onto you, right? This is war. You in the battlefield, right? But like I said, the Most High gives you authority. So relationship is key. To the point like you're like a celebrity in the spiritual realm. Your spiritual ranking is so high that the demons and the warlocks are going to think twice, because they know the consequences. If you have a personal bond with the Most High and your spiritual ranking is high, them demons, I don't want nothing to do with that. They're going to go to the next. Let's find somebody else to attack, because they're going to be in fear, because you done shook up some stuff with that personal bond that you have with the relationship. And then on top of that, you got warrior prayers. And this is coming from David. And if you read through this, you know what David was going through. It's nothing new underneath the sun. These witches and these warlocks been here for a while. The only thing changed is the victim and people. That's the only thing changed. Now we're getting attacked. Now we have to go through the same phase what they went through, right? But the relationship and the bond is key with the Most High. Invite him in your heart. Invite him in your house. Invite him in your family. And he's going to seal you guys, right? Then we're going to go into Psalms, right? Warrior prayers, right? Find the warrior prayers. Whether it's 35, 140, warrior prayers. Incorporate them in your prayers in the morning, lunch, and before you go to bed. Dry fast. Incorporate dry fast. I know, the dry fast can be extreme, but work your way into it. Give up something to gain something. Whether if it's a certain food that you love to eat, give up something to gain something. The Most High is a God that, he will work, but he wants you to work also, right? You have to meet him halfway, right? You're physical, and he's in the spirit. So meet him halfway so you guys can collectively destroy what's keeping you from going to the next level, right? So this is the video that I want to come through, is activating your prayers through the spirit. Number one is relationship. 2 is the prayers, warrior prayers. And then 3 is the fasting. Incorporate the fasting inside prayers of David, and everything that he was going through. But when you're praying with authority, right? Aggressiveness. You want to shake things up, right? Because you're not fighting for yourself. You fight for your kids also and their kids. Right? So this is the video that I want to come through. And this is Healing in the Spirit 101. And this is part 11. And this is prayer activation. God bless you.